everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandi. Today's video is going to be about my self-publishing journey. I have wanted to be an author as far back as I can remember. I can remember being a little kid and taking a notebook and a pencil everywhere I went and creating stories with whatever inspiration that hit me. My dad used to play softball, like company softball, where he worked when we were little. And I can remember taking my notebook and my pencil to the ball field while he was practicing or playing a game. And I would write stories about the ball field being haunted or about the other kids that were around. So, and I was probably 8 or 10 around that time. But I always loved creating new worlds that you could get lost in. But I also, as I got older, liked creating stories that people could relate to, that could trigger your own memories. That's my favorite to do now. I want somebody to read my stories and go, I've experienced that. I know this person. I felt that. That is my goal, and I just live for it. It is, it's fun and it's amazing. So in 2016, I decided I'm going to go ahead and try this self-publishing thing. And I'll be completely honest, I did zero research on self-publishing, on the companies. I didn't do any research. I just happened to Google self-publishing, and the first company that came up was Lulu.com. That's Lulu.com. And I'm going to be honest, I picked Lulu.com because it was 100% free. I have zero extra funds for doing much of anything. So I didn't want anything that was going to cost me anything out of pocket right off the bat. So I went with Lulu.com. Like I said, completely free to self-publish. And I just jumped in. I just did it. I uploaded my manuscript. I followed all of their steps. Their website is really super easy to use. It will format your book. There's a whole tool that you can use to format your book. You can create your own cover. All of these wonderful things that you can do right there on the website. And then they print you a book and you get it and you look through it and you make sure everything's the way you want it and you say yes, and then it's there. It's available for everybody to go order it. This video is not sponsored by Lulu.com at all or anything like that. I'm just telling you from my experience what I did. You also can do like distribution through Lulu.com. They'll put your book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump in. I know nothing about this, but I'm going to try, just because having a physical book with my name on it has been a dream my entire life. So I figured I'm going to give it a go. So I did. And this is my very first attempt at self-publishing. This is my first book. This is called Destined. This is a special book. It's not that big. It's kind of thin. And in my journey with self-publishing, I learned that I have a lot to learn. I don't know jack. I know how to create a story. That might be about it. And I just thank goodness for spell check and grammar check and things like that. But anyway, I won't get into all the details in this video. I'll probably do that in a little bit in a different video about editing and that kind of stuff. But I had quite a few stories that I had already written that I had saved and had been working on for years prior. So that was in March of 2016 that I went ahead and jumped in and I got Destined printed and I got it out there for the world. And then I went ahead and jumped in again and I did Endless. And again, it's not a very long book. And I did the same thing. I did it through lulu.com. Same process. And it was out there for everybody to do, to read, to find. It's still out there. Most of these are. After Endless, I did, at the time, what was my most favorite story I had ever written. It's still very special and very dear to me, and it's called Undeniable. And it's going to be one of the most special stories I think I've ever written. It is considerably longer than the other two books, but this one's a special one, and this is the third one that I did. And all of these books, I did 4 total. I'm about to get to the 4th one. All of these books are part of a series. They all start out with my main character, Rebecca, who ends up losing her husband unexpectedly in the first book. Spoiler alert. But then also finds out she's pregnant. So very exciting. So all these 4 books follow through Rebecca and her life as she recovers and grieves for her husband, as she raises a baby on her own, and later on in the series, where she finds new love, and then eventually in Undeniable, which is the 3rd book, we catch up with the baby girl as a teenager. So then we get into her life. So the 4th book in the series is Entirely. And this is the last one in the series. And again, it's a little bit littler. Oh, excuse me. If you hear that, that's my cat. He doesn't like when I have doors closed in the house. So I did those 4 books through lulu.com. And as of right now, I don't think I'm going to change, excuse me, to any other self-publishing platform. I'm grateful for Lulu. Their website's very easy for me to navigate. And I just love it. I really do. And I'm really loyal. Once I hit a certain brand or a certain anything really, and it's been good to me and I can use it and I know how to navigate it, I'm really not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to try anything new. So that started in 2016 and it has gone, excuse me, consistently until now. I've sold some books. I've sold a little over 100 books. So I'm not real successful, but I've also not been really pushing or marketing or doing anything like that as of right now. I will be doing another big push because I'm really wanting to rebrand myself, rebrand some of the books, and I've got so many more stories coming out that I can't wait to get out to people and get in people's hands so they can read these adventures and go, yeah, I know that. I've been there. I know what this girl's talking about. I know what these characters are feeling. And I promise you, I'm better with words on paper than talking. But to skip ahead just a little bit, I did the first 4 books and then I kind of sat off for a while. I took some time off. I didn't push them. I didn't do much. Life got a little bit crazy in 2018 and 2019. So I just kind of let everything sit. And this year, I really want to focus again on getting my work out there and really getting behind it and pushing it. And my first step was to take book 1 and 2, Destined and Endless, and kind of combine them into one, which I did. I went ahead and kind of combined them into one story. I also have been shopping the book around to traditional publishers, and I haven't had any luck. I've gotten several rejections, but a lot of the rejections come with really wonderful advice for things to improve upon and kind of polish up. So I'm really thankful for that. Rejection is always hard. It really sucks, but it also usually comes with a silver lining, something that you're going to learn from. So I appreciate that. I think I've gotten about 6 or 7 rejections, but that's just part of this game. And I can still self-publish, so that's okay. So like I said, I combined Destined and Endless into one book. And I kept the Endless title, and I also changed the cover to a photograph that a friend of mine took, and I will link her in the description box. She's Laura Sweet Photography. She is stellar. She's a personal friend of mine. She does amazing work. So her photograph is the current cover of the new version of Endless that is out now. And this is what it looks like. Sorry about that glare. But it's beautiful. Looks wonderful. That's the new version of Endless that is out and available now. It has been, like I said, combined. It's been edited, and it is a wonderful story. So next up on the journey, we're going to probably slowly pull the other books. Book number 3, which was Undeniable, the big one, and then book number 4, Entirely. We'll probably go ahead and pull those, re-edit them, repackage them as part of this whole rebranding, and get them back out there. And then I have some very exciting new stories coming up, and I can't wait to get those out. They're interesting, and they're a little bit different from this series. So that's what I'm really super excited about. They're not the exact same type of story. By the way, I totally forgot to say anything at the beginning of the video, but I write women's fiction. It's more or less stories about the women characters in their journey through whatever they're going through. We got a little bit of romance in there, but nothing too spicy. I'm more of a sweet kind. But yeah, the majority of my stories are women's fiction, following the journey of my character and how they change and how life around them changes and how they deal with that. So I'm going to do a few more of these videos on self-publishing. This I just wanted to kind of put out there where I started and how I started. And I'll probably do some other ones, especially on editing on a budget. And maybe I'll get into another video about the actual details of how to format a book and stuff like that. But I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you so much. If you could hit that thumbs up button, it helps me out greatly. If you'd like to see more of my videos, I also do some quarantine life right now, making creative items, recipes. We're doing a little bit of Bible journaling in some videos. You can hit that subscribe button. That's free to you and awesome for me. And I appreciate your attention, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye!